So what I'm doing is I'm going to integrate in a OneNote class notebook into this Haiku class here. So we start by adding a content block and then go over to messages and activities and down to LTI and SCORM. So we click on Microsoft OneNote class notebook. Give it a title, I'll just call it class notebook. One thing about class notebooks in your Haiku class is you can only have one. You can only have one notebook per class. So I can name it class notebook. Pretty generic. And then I click on save and configure. So then what's going to happen is the configuration of the notebook is going to appear in this window. So then you have the options. It looks just like it would if you're online in your Office 365 account. So I want to create a class notebook. And when we're done, we can come back and check out these other options. So let's create a class notebook. Are you sure? You can only have one notebook linked for your course, which is fine, yes. So continue. And I have a notebook already named. It's going to automatically name it the class that it's in. And since I already have a notebook named MD/CHS EdTech, I'm going to change it to notebook. So you're allowed to change this if you like. So next, and this tells you the 3 sections of your notebook. Collaboration space, you and your students can edit this section. Content library, only you as a teacher can edit. And student notebooks are private between the teacher and each individual student. So this is just a description of what those 3 sections are. This is optional. You can give another teacher permission and they would have just as much permission as you to edit your notebook. So we can skip that. You can add or remove teachers later. Now the students, since it's an integration in Haiku, what it does, it's going to automatically add the students from Haiku, the roster, into this notebook. Alternatively, you can type your student names and you can start typing them manually. And if you type in 3 letters, let's say JOS, any student that starts with JOS should appear, and you can select which student you like. Back to the automatically add students. If a student drops your course for whatever reason, they'll still have access to the notebook. So you'll have to remove their permissions from the notebook manually. And I'll show you where to do that in a little bit. And then these are the sections for the student notebooks. These are default. You can uncheck ones you don't want. You can add another one. Say I want research. So now they'll have 5 sections in their own individual notebook. So next, this will preview what it'll look like on your end. I didn't have any students, or I don't have any students in my roster right now, but if I did, or as I add, you'll see each individual student name here. If I click on the student's notebook, they see their own journal or their own notebook with the 5 sections that we had created. So if I click on create, it'll take a few seconds to create the notebook. And when that's done, we can go ahead and publish this activity in Haiku. So this is done. So what I can do is go back home and go back to the settings for this particular notebook. I can go back and open the class notebook, and that'll open it in the online version, which if you edit it, of course, it's going to sync up to this integrated notebook. So let's try that. So let's try a new tab. Okay, so there it is. Again, this is the online version. So online version does have some limited functionality. from the online version, sorry, you can edit it in the desktop version. So if you click on edit in OneNote. If I go back, let's see. Let's publish this actually. So then you have more settings here, publish to all sections. If you have sections set up, you can choose which sections that you want to publish it to. You can have them take this activity. Since it's one notebook, I'd probably have it open anytime. Create a gradebook entry if you like, and then choose. You need to choose. You have to choose where on this page you want it. And I'd like this on. I created a page for it under. There it is unpublished, and so okay, that's fine. So I just need to publish that page. Block placement, I'll put it on the top, and then as a link is fine. So there it is. Again, it was unpublished, so when I publish that, so I'll go and do it now. Okay, so now I click on it. So it takes me back to the setting button. So this is where I could go and open it on the online version like we did before. And this is where I can add or remove students and add or remove teachers. So if students come in and out of the class, you'd go here and either add or remove their permissions, and same with teachers. If you don't have the class notebook add-in, you would want to download that as well.